Hello everybody, my name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Hollow Knight Silksong. Last time, it was finally time to make our way up through the cradle and go face down Grandmother Silk. So, the cradle was an incredibly small area, much smaller than I was expecting. It did not take long at all to explore the whole thing. But at the very top is the source of the haunting and everything controlling everything across Farloom, Grandmother Silk herself. And that's a really cool fight. I was really hoping to get at least one of the endings last time, but it basically came down to figuring out her attack patterns and trying to figure out a way to beat her. We didn't actually manage it last time. But today, we're gonna get, hopefully, the first two endings, and then from there, I'm gonna have to work back through the game a little bit to get to the cursed ending as well before going on to Act 3. But before we start, I was down a little bit as far as shards go, so I went to buy up more of those, and I didn't really feel like going into these rosary necklaces, because having that even 20 just feels good. So I decided that I was going to do the Songclave supply delivery because I hadn't done it yet. Basically, it just starts with little with the little courier bug saying, "Miss Courier Lady, would you please take these supplies up to the Songclave? They's be needing it." And then I basically went up the very similar route to everything else we do to get up here. Like, it was more or less the same route we took to get the delivery to the chef instead of going up here, though. I took a right and just passed through all of these screens and upwards. Anyways, I'm delivering this to the quest board, I believe. Oh yes, hold on. Before we give that up, let's read the description. Heavy cloth sack containing tools, trinkets, and medical aids. The courier's swag delivered to Songclave. Do I give this to you? Caretaker, I bring supplies from the town of Bells below the Citadel. And badly needed they are, Miss Bellringer. Ain't much fighting or foraging happening with this mob. What with them choir types all stalking about the chambers below. Rather. Wish granted. Figured we might as well do it once, just for the rosary rewards. Take some beads for your effort, Miss Bellringer, and I know this sad lot will be surviving a little longer thanks to you. Thank you, my friend. Hey, Sherma. That's the same thing as usual. Anyways, I'm gonna go stock up on a couple more shards real quick. Just make my way back over to Bellheart real quick. I really want to beat Grandmother Silk with the Witch Crest one time at least. So I think we're gonna switch back to that. I don't know what to change about the loadout. I think we're probably running the best loadout possible right now. I just need to get used to it. And Rune Range is pretty good, but I kind of need to save Silk for healing with this one, so I don't know. And then the yellow gets changed out for the Magnetite dice, because we don't really need the compass anyways. Anyways, let me go stock up on shards, and then it's back to the Grandmother Silk fight. Okay, we're ready to go. I think... Hi, Cat. No, I'm kind of busy right now. 1 second. There we go. Got the cat to lay down for a little bit. She didn't want me to hold her when I wasn't actually busy, when I was just, like, getting set up, and could have held her for a little bit. As soon as I try to start recording, she wants to be held, of course. Anyways, let's try the snare setter, I guess. It's a lot of damage, and I might be able to get it off. Her attacks are relatively fast, but still slow enough where I think I can manage it. It's not that long. And Sting Shard is just pretty good here, as always. Like, setting up traps that just get hits when you don't... Words are hard. Setting up traps and just letting them get hits in while you're trying to, like, avoid attacks is kind of like your best damage source. Anyways, challenge Grandmother Silk one more time. Back to the Witch's Crest. If we can beat her with Witch's Crest, we'll get to ending number 2 with Architect Crest. And then ending number 3 will be Cursed Crest. And then from there, it's Act 3's stuff. But let's just go. Let's just do it. I should have preemptively set up a couple of these. Okay, there's that. Immediate hits taken. Okay. Okay, cool. So... yeah. So... are you... I cannot land a Witch Crest lifesteal. The fact that she hits you with something off-screen is never going to not infuriate me. So, she does not activate... oh, she does not activate Snare Setter. Like, she was right on top of it, she dashed across it, and nothing. So, that's out of the question. Volt Vessel, hitting her with the bolas, she's probably going to avoid them, but if I can get underneath her and activate it in time, the other version might be decent, so let's try it. Oh no! Dang it, didn't get to her in time. Shoot. Cat was just sick on my bed, and I ended up tossing the controller trying to get over to make sure she was okay in time, and it just wasn't fast enough, and I think we're fine now. Anyways, where were we? Yeah, Volt Vessel, let's attempt it. Sting Shard's just too good here still. Hopefully I can avoid damage this time since I'm not messing with Rune Setter. Yeah, this really is just a case of trying to figure out what works here, isn't it? Like, there's a whole lot of tools we have at our disposal. Some of them just aren't going to cut it in this situation, apparently, and it's the ones I most want to use. Let's just head back in. Sting Shard we know is good. Sting Shard can, like, force us through. I cannot land the lifesteal. Like, the main point of the Witch's Crest, and I cannot use it in this fight for some reason. I cannot land it. What am I missing? Grandmother Silk. That wasn't what I wanted to do at all. Okay, that actually... I'm assuming, surprising absolutely no one, I am just not landing a Volt Vessel. Yeah, I think I landed like 2 hits off of all of those, period. Yeah. How did that one not hit me? I'm actually confused by that part. Dang it. Okay, a stun. Lifesteal, back up to full. I tried to get an attack and pogo off of those in time, but it didn't work. Okay, phase 1 done. Oh wait, no, that's a waste of one. We know that doesn't work. I'm not out of the way. What just happened there? Like, that pause wasn't me. I think my control... apparently a later update made it so that it actually pauses the game when your controller disconnects. So whenever there's a random pause, that's what's happening. Okay. Okay, that was an actual good lifesteal. Too bad I took a bunch of damage in return because of it. Up, out of the way. She's probably going to do either a swipe or this attack soon. No, there's nothing I can do there. That was just bad placement. Oh, a magnetite dice can actually activate on each of those? That's cool to know. Didn't realize that. I didn't realize what was happening there at time. Dang it, it was just outside of range. Another... What? How did that count? How did that count? That did not touch me. I dodged that one. I disagree entirely, game. She was probably like 3 more hits. I disagree, game. I just disagree. So this is pointless in this fight. I just cannot land it. That's not gonna land. That's not gonna land. Is it really just Silk Shot, Sting Shard? Flint Slate for extra damage could be nice. Nothing makes hitting a bind easier, and I just cannot hit a bind. What is it? And extra attack speed and extra movement speed. That could be good, but if it's too much and I can't control it, that's not going to help. 6 extra masks across the fights, nice, but that's only 2 extra hits if I'm getting hit by that silk attack. Um, I'd rather just have like extra damage capabilities. Is it the time for the straight pin or the curve claw is going to guarantee some hits, although it's going to do low damage for each singular hit. It is almost guaranteed at least a little bit of chip, which is always nice. So is it back to old reliable Sting Shard Curve Claw? I think it's back to old reliable. Like, we started messing with some fun new ones. I guess I could do the same thing, actual guaranteed hits, but not many with the little robots. With the flies, cog flies, that's what they're called. Yeah, I feel like I should have had it on that last one. I disagree with the game. It was like 2 pixels on her foot that hit that line. I disagree that I should have died there. Let's go. We are going to win here with Witch. I've managed to hit like 2 lifesteal. I think I hit 2 lifesteals on the last go around. She immediately goes up like that, and I can get like a free Sting Shard in. Oh, what? Ah, dang it. Ah, what? I felt like my spacing was decent there, just wasn't apparently. Oh, dang it. I actually avoided it originally and then actually got the lifesteal in return. But dashing out of the way to try and dodge is what got us the damage taken. Ah, dang it. Ah, I didn't register what was happening right there. Oh, dang it. I just fell into a bad placement there. Okay, that was decent. Okay, phase 2 of the fight. Would have loved to get the lifesteal there, but didn't. Okay, we're in part 2. Part 2 is good. That's progress. Here I can do like a couple of those preemptively. It feels like the, oh, what? It feels like the best time to get a lifesteal in is actually when she's, going to, my attacks were just not coming out there for a moment. That was weird. Oh, that was weird, but it worked, so I'm not gonna complain. Oh, what was that? What was with that extra silk slap? What was with the extra claw line? I only activated it once to get into that corner. It just activated again for some reason. I think the button got stuck. There's just weird movements I'm just not doing, and they just keep happening for some reason. Is there something wrong with my wire, maybe? It does keep getting, like, stuck in, like, dashes. I don't know. I just don't know what's going on with part of it. Curve Claw didn't really do anything. Yeah, let's guarantee hits with Cog Fly instead. We don't have poison, so it's nowhere near as good. I feel like we're so close. We can pretty reliably hit Act 2 of the fight. What is considered a phase here? Is phase like she goes down and then comes back up, or is phase whenever she screams? I disagree. Why is it that sometimes the pogo just doesn't activate? Like, it has the pogo animation, the attack went through, it hit the spike, it just didn't knock us out of the way of damage. I don't know. I feel like we should have it. There's just a little bit of silliness with, like, extra inputs getting misread or whatever on some of these attempts. I feel like we have it. Guaranteed hits with cog flies. I think that's only, like, a handful of hits. Each cog fly lasts for 4 hits, I think. So, essentially, 8, 16, 24. That's 32 guaranteed hits. I can probably get away with saving all of those for phase 2 of the fight, whenever she comes back up from going down. That's when the damage is most important, and that's when she's the most dangerous. So Sting Shard can force phase 2, Cog Flies can help push us through it. I'm probably just not going to get Rune Rage off very often. I need to rely on healing Silk. Ironically, the most dangerous attack is the time it's best to heal at. Get on top of her, try to get a safe spot there and do a heal, lifesteal. Immediately throw one here and one here, because that's where she's most likely to go. Ah, dang it. Got a full health there. That's what we're after. The bounce up to put us into the wrong spot there. Oh, interesting. We have a bit of an iframe on some of our auto attacks, like our auto hits. Okay, a stun. I did not mean to use reverse. Oh, you know, the reverse bind might have been a waste there. I would have loved to do regular heal. But we are full health going in Act 2. That is progress. 1, 2, 1, 2. All those still auto-activated. Ah, dang it, I got too high up there. Or not high enough, I guess, partly, as part of the problem. Oh, thank you, Magnetite Dice. 2 of these for auto hits. Another auto hit. Sting Shard out. Okay, here's this. Heal up to full. I thought that would have been a good Sting Shard, but I guess not. That was bad placement. Gotcha. Okay. That's a bind. Bind her Silk into ours. I'm shaken. I'm feeling this. I'm physically feeling all of this. We're binding her soul into ours. We become one. Oh. We become one with Grandmother Silk. We steal her power. I believe this is bad ending number 1. Oh. Oh. Yeah, this is bad ending number 1. That fight! I love that fight. Once you figure it out, it's so satisfying. But this ending is one. Yeah, Hornet alone in a silken cocoon, her silk stretching across the entire world. And she evolves into a godlike weaver, much the same. A game by Team Cherry. Bad. Yeah. At the end of the first game, Ari Gibson and William Pellin. I was going to start talking about endings. Technical director Jack Vine. Oh, hi, Lace. Sound and music by Christopher Larkin. Hey, Chakra. Sherma, marketing and public relations, Matthew Griffin. I do like reading the credits at least once. Additional program by Hoi Lee, Nassim Simo Gabriel. I did not read those in time. Cool people made a cool game. Character voices, Hornet Makoto Koji. Mitsuki Hashimoto was Lace. All of these extra people are very cool. Trobio, Matthew Trobiano. Nathan Cummins on orchestration. Hugh Wagner on additional audio editing. Cool people did make cool game. All of these people are cool people, and they helped make cool games. Ooh, a Weaver. Localization and universal speaking. Anyways, at the end of the first game, just imagine I'm calling all these people cool. There are, I believe, 3, and are there 3 endings to the first game, or are there only 2? You can, I believe you can take the Hollow Knight's place and, like, and capture the Radiant into yourself. And that's, like, one of the bad endings. Through the darkness and dangers, you persevered. Thank you for exploring the world of Hollow Knight Silksong. Let's meet again on the road ahead. Game completion. Time 55 hours, 41 minutes, and 9 seconds. But that took a long time. Steel Soul mode unlocked. No reviving, death is permanent, the ultimate challenge. I don't know if I really feel like that one. I am not good enough for this game. But anyways, at the end of the first game, ooh, and we have a new background here. Cradle Silksong. Cool. Let's Oh, it actually has like a cool little symbol, like, hey, you beat Silk in this playthrough. Like, I've started this sentence like 6 times now, and I keep stopping myself. So, like, you can take the Hollow Knight's place and end up capturing the Radiant inside yourself at the end of the first game. Or, I believe there's another one where you just kill the Hollow Knight, and it's like another bad ending where the Radiant gets free, maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna double check this now. This game has 4 endings. I don't remember how many endings the first game has. I know there's the one where you take the Hollow Knight's place, and that's presumably a bad ending, because it's all gonna happen again, everything that happened in that game. Let me double check. Okay, so apparently the first game technically has 5 endings, but 2 of them are attached to the God Home Pantheon stuff, which I never actually beat. I did a single live stream going through the first Pantheon, but that was about it. I just never finished it, because, I don't know. I would like to try live streaming again at some point, but it was a very different feel for me. I didn't handle it well. Anyways, the first 3 endings are what's more important. Like, there's the true ending where you defeat the Hollow Knight and then you defeat the Radiant inside of them. And that's what the true ending is attached to Silken Soul. And then you have 2 different endings for how you beat the, before you had to beat the Hollow Knight themselves. One of them's the bad ending, where you take the Radiant into yourself and the Knight becomes the new Hollow Knight in essence, and that's where it ends. The Radiant is locked up once more, but it's all going to repeat itself. And then there's the extra bad ending, where Hornet gets locked in there with you, apparently, because you didn't beat them in the right way, didn't beat them fast enough. And then so that one has 3 endings. That is bad ending. That one's essentially equivalent to Hornet taking... Hornet ends up taking the place of Silk, and becomes like the main menace causing the haunting, is what it looks like. And that's what happens when you bind. I believe there is another ending, the one we're going to get with Architect, where instead of binding, I believe we can just like attack her instead. Or maybe if we reach that point where we would bind, we just don't do anything for long enough. So we're going to attempt this again. We know what to do here. Right as I was actually starting to get a good feel for how to do this with the witches, we're switching over to Architect for a second win. Yeah, that's basically the best Architect setup. Although maybe I don't need this anymore. What would I put in place of it? That's mostly for Silk Skills and healing. That's useless for this fight. That's bad for this fight. Longclaw? I mean, the drill is already long enough to get some hits in regardless, but just like a little bit of extra attack range might make this good. So let's go in for ending 2. I don't know exactly how we do this. I'm going to assume it's tied to not binding Silk, though, would be my best guess. So let's do it. And then I have a decision to make. How am I going to do ending number 3? Basically, ending number 3 is tied to beating Silk while cursed. So without healing, without tools or anything. It sounds like that sounds like a menace. But basically, I can either do it where I just set up the save file to come fight Silk on her own, or I go through the whole thing and end up fighting Lace Curse as well. That's basically where I'm at. Grandmother Silk. 1. Get free poison in. Ah, that was bad. Get free poison in. Oh, that was bad. Oh, that worked out somehow, roughly. Heal up. Thankfully, Grandmother Silk does not have contact damage, which makes her way easier than a lot of other bosses, actually. Okay, there's that. Cogflies for poison out. Okay, there's phase 2. Heal up. We do have a reserve bind for recovering tools. We have 2 Cogflies out for poison right now. We beat her once. I'm feeling way more confident now. Full health into phase 2. She's gonna come up and instantly start getting poisoned. Ah, dang it, I fell just too fast. Okay, that felt pretty decent, actually. Okay, that was close, but it worked. Okay, Silk Shot's actually pretty decent here. Guaranteed poison. Heal up. Oh, what? How did that count? Okay. Silk Shots. Gotcha. Oh, way easier that time, actually. Do not bind her. I'm going to attempt to not bind her here and see what happens. I'm going to assume this is ending too, right? Maybe? Do I just sit here for a moment? Have I missed part of this? How do you get ending 2? Time to look this up. I don't even know if I dare turning off recording for a moment. Silksong endings. How do you unlock? Let's see. Weaver Queen. Not having achieve. Binding her is how you get the Weaver Queen ending. That's the one we just got. How do you get the Snared Silk one? Oh, that's Silken Soul. That's the true ending. Twisted Child. That's the Cursed Crest one. Sister of the Void. Oh. Extra ending passing. Oh, interesting. I have made a mistake here. There is not actually an extra ending for not doing this right here. For some reason, I was thinking that there was an ending we could acquire by beating her without binding her or something, like with the first game, but that's not how this works. So we get to see this animation again. Come on. I'm pressing the button to bind, but it's just not working. There we go. So I misunderstood how the endings worked here. So this is the true bad ending. There is a different ending for the cursed one, and then both endings 3 and 4 are tied to, or I guess 2 and 4 are tied to Act 3 stuff. Oh, okay. That's good to know. So we just saw this one. I can't actually skip it though. So I guess it's time to go to attempt the second ending. I thought I saw that there were 4 endings. I thought 3 of them were tied to Act 2's ending, but I guess the last one's actually tied to yeah. I misunderstood how the endings worked here, but we did actually beat her with Architect and with Witches pretty easily. Beating her with Cursed is going to be another matter entirely, though. So I guess it's time for me to start setting that up. Can I skip the credits? No. Okay, I'll see you in a moment. Cool people made cool game. We just saw this. Okay, so I guess I have to make this decision now. It actually takes a while to load these up. So I auto-load from here. And that means we're fighting Lace and Grandmother Silk with Cursed Crest. If I auto-load from here, that means we can go beat Lace and then get Cursed and just fight the Grandmother Silk. Let's primarily save will be deleted. Okay, that's why I copied it over to the Terminus one over here. That is still scary, though. I know I have 2 save files. I am looking at 2 save files. That terrifies me, that message right there. Like, did I magically make a mistake and they're actually tied together and doing this will delete both? No, that is not how it works. We are safe to do this. Thanks for the 3rd warning. Shellwood. So let's attempt all of it cursed. So this puts us back here. I still don't have the compass. That's okay, yeah. So from here, I just have to make my way through a couple of screens. How far back does this set us? This does mean that we won't have Silksong, so we don't just recover Silk automatically. Yeah. Let's attempt it without this. Oh yeah, I did want to. I knew we were gonna do something with the cursed crest. I wanted to see Eva while having this. I'm gonna assume she does the same thing she did when you have the plasmium overdose. But I do want to see it just because it's probably some sort of special dialogue. I also don't remember what's in here. Just some rosaries, I think. Shards are unimportant at this point. Rosaries are unimportant. Yeah. I just need I'm gonna make my way down to Eva real quick, just with Cursed, and then I guess we'll go from there and just head on up to... yeah. Make my way up. We're gonna head on up to Eva, then we'll fast travel as best as we can all the way upwards. So I'll see you in a little bit, I think. And I'm about to be attacked. Out of curiosity, what do you say? Oh, Hunter, aren't you in a sorry state? You're all bound up, looking worse than when we first met. My shell has become host to a cruel parasite. Though my natural strength keeps it from consuming me entirely, I'm much weakened by its presence. Well, this just won't do. Farloom's already in the snare of one fell curse. We can't have another vying to leech what life remains. Best you head quick over to that town of Bells at the core of our kingdom. I have an uncle hidden about there, an old hermit, and a horrid curmudgeon. The hermit's a hard one to befriend, but he holds some knowledge about this kingdom's maladies. If anyone's able to point you to a cure, it'll be him. Okay, so all roads lead to the hermit, which in turn leads to Yarnaby. That is a bit of a... that is a bit of a hint towards something I already assumed, that she was going to give the maiden soul, and that the hermit was going to give the hermit soul, and that they are all related to... Well, they're all related to one another, and they're all related to the caretaker over in Songclave. So it's just what's the word? It's like guaranteeing a couple of things that I had assumed already. Anyways, doing all of this damageless is gonna suck a bit, but we're gonna give it a little bit of a try. Anyways, go on down. We head on over to Eva so that she can yell at us. Yep, there it is. Stay back, twisted leech. Even lodged within another shell, your ravenous nature shines clear. You shall not devour this chamber, nor claim my soul. Begone. Yeah, I was expecting some sort of special dialogue. I just wanted to see it. I didn't think it was going to be anything too exciting. Anyways, I'll see you up at the lace fight, I guess. This is going to be rough. I kept looking at my silk and wondering why it's only maxed at 2, but we don't have the 3rd silk heart yet. We get that from beating lace, and we don't have the tool that gives us an extra one, so... do I want to read through this whole thing? Sure, why not? Pilgrim of Farloom Eternal, you rare chosen who hath ascended to this final threshold, listen to our wish, deliver it, that you may rise above and see your pilgrimage end. We would hear the song of the architects at the core of our citadel. They who sustain our realm, its walls, its floors, and its voice, even as others fall silent. We would hear the voice of the keepers within thy grand vaults. They who guard our history, our prayers, and our secrets across the ages. We would hear the melody of the conductors high in their gleaming towers. They bearing the heaviest mantle, who would guide our land ever on to greatness. And play their song. This is a really cool little animation for all this, and I do love the music, but we have seen it before, so it's a little bit long. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Hmm. It's a question of how many tries do I want to give Lace before I give up and just fight her without Cursed? Um, let's give her 5. Let's give her 5 on camera, and then I'll probably give it a couple more off camera, and then I'll just give in. Like, I'm more interested in fighting Grandmother Silk with the Curse Cross than I am fighting Lace. So, we'll give it a shot and then decide. But I forget, does it immediately go in, or is this just unlocking it and then we have to choose? I think we still choose, right? Oh yeah, it is still our option to go in. I want to thank everyone one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members. Yamato Tanagura, Goddess of the Starfilled Void, and the Phantom Knight. Thank you three so much for the extra support. So for real now, take care everybody.